Hello, hi all, welcome to my channel. I'm here to bring you some great daily dose of brainstorming and learning some tips upon brushing your skills upon your Excel. I know in schools and colleges and even various curriculum includes Excel, but I know जब हम लोग को system जब साथ में मिलता था and how we used to relate to it. We just go in the system, we just go and just play some certain games as our likes. But no worries, here I am to bring you some Excel tips and tricks and some brushing perfectly Excel in Excel. So very simple Excel at times happens that people are not able to use it and they know it, but there's certain time you will not realize that this could have been done in this manner also or something like that. But now I'm going to here bring you a very fancy way to act like a pro in this. So I know from small firms to big fours and industry requires you to have Excel skills. So basically, I know that at big four levels or industry level has to be like very star, like their level is very high. But if you learn this much in a normal mediocre firm, also you will be a pro and like people will treat like a star. So I would just like to tell you a small recap of how Excel emerged and what are basic requirements of Excel basically. So here normal, as you can see over my screen, this is Excel and what can be done to Excel? Basically you can perform your analysis, computation, remembers, so various computations, sampling, people use it for auditing purposes also, evaluations of certain things, and everything can be done over it. So today what basically I will try to teach you is on just a quick recap of some certain Excel tips and over a function that we will try to learn over, like you can say as a sum function. So I'll try to explain you all the sum functions that may be required, but we know how to use it, but exactly not the perfect way that we should use it. So okay. So this is my sheet. First of all, I'm saying this is normal homes and all those things that you see. I'm just taking so I have various tabs here. You don't need to go or look into all this. It's just here that I can, for every daily dose I want to prepare it for. So today is a sum thing. I'm just going to take one certain data set for today and I'll help you on how it works. So first of all, so I will just like to tell you how to basically use the arrow keys. So if you have to press Control and Shift arrow will bring you totally down, includes a selection. So if you see Control Shift arrow, if you press Control Shift arrow, it brings you to the selection totally. So if you want to select, so it's Control Shift arrow. Okay, so then comes your and if you just want to come down, it's just like basically if to come down, you have to use Control and the last arrow key. If you have to come upon a different page, first of all on the control functions, you have to come page down. If you can, then it will move on the right side of the sheets, and if it's Control up, page up, then you can move on the left sides of your number of sheets that you have. So these are the functions, and then if you select home, you get into the first cell of the page, and if you select end, you get into the end one of the cell, like whatever may be the end selection. So it's like here after there's no data, so that's why it's just selected end, and here maybe because there was some certain data, that's what came into the end of the sheet, basically just to make a page out of it. And then if you want to select the whole sheet, so it's a whole function, and then it even shows you various average, count. You can here also edit certain sums and functions also, and what else you want to see here. So like if you want to see average, count, numerical count, minimum, maximum, you can just put a tick here and this will appear like summaries. If you want to see minimum, so if you have put a minimum here, minimum appears in. So these are all the types of how to use a control key basically right now. I just try to help you out on that. So this is basically because of the surfing of the in the Excel, that's why this is a requirement first of all. So now I'm going to help you on using the Excel function. Basically this is like a magic trick. You can see people tend to know a lot, but people still don't tend to know it. Okay, so now if you want to sum the total here, we'll put is equal to sum, okay, brackets open, brackets open, and then you go till here. It's a selection basis, control shift arrow key, we have edited, and then at the fix, so fix is you use F4, maybe F4 and then bracket closes, and then comes your answer. So this is your answer. And there's one more shortcut key if you want to see. Shortcut key is Alt HU, and then comes your total summation of the function. You have to again move on the semi key, and then you have to fix the values, and then you get the answer. So then I come on a differential sum function, that is okay. So then I come on the function that is of sum and if. So if you just type various the functions of sum, you will find out to be sum. There's if, so it's a special cell if you see sum if cell. So now we're going to learn upon sum if. How does sum if work? So here you come, if you can see here, we have various kind of categories. I have certain data. You can use your own data. If you don't have, you can just put in a link, and I would like to share you on certain data. So now what happens here is mentioned as apparel and accessories, then product ID, store location, sales, and revenue. So what you have to do here is, I want basically a total sum of only those functions, only those of, say for a particular city, say I just want of Chicago, so I just want for New York, I just want for Boston. So, and accordingly on the basis upon the product category wise. So what I have done is, so this is basically sum ifs. This is basically, I just want to tell you upon normal sum. So you'll put is equals to sum if, just one sum. You have to select that particular range, you have to select the whole selection key, and then okay, here it again for sum function. Okay, so my sum function, so range should start from the store location until basically the data set that you want the summation for. Then you want the criteria that you want on your that particular range. That your range is say Chicago, and then you want a sum range. Among this, what is the range of the summation that you want from this cell? So that's revenue of that you want, okay? And then you just want till your data set as a food and beverage. This is the last line. If you can see again that you're using again control shift and arrow keys to fix the cells with F4 and then take their addition. You will close the bracket and you will get your sum for Chicago. Okay. So if you can see the total revenue that I have calculated for Chicago, it says. So calculated for Chicago says 25805, or you can also just putting a filter on it. By putting a filter on it, you can also find, just if you find for Chicago, your total revenue will be, and selecting it, your total revenue will be of, total revenue is of, say, I'll let you again with the summation if you want, subtotal will get, okay, and then you will. Okay, so you have to select again the range, the whole range, and then you find 25800. So these are the functions that you can basically use and validate whether your sum function is working properly or not. So I'm just remove the next formula, and then you found it this way. So this is your sum functions for today, and then I can just help you on one certain or more function, that is your sum if. So if you have more than one category, like more than one particularly, so you can use more categories, more criteria and ranges are there, and you can use this sum if function. There are more conditions basically to it, so we use this particular formula. So again, how will you do it? I'll help you on it. So if you see what the function says, the function is sum if and then fs. So my criteria was I want the whole range. First my criteria was my range is this. Okay, so so I have come here, yeah. So that says, okay, so that says sum if, that is fs to fs 231. That was my range, that was my accessory. So I will just help you out on how to do this. So sum ifs, I'm using many categories because I want I want for each wise the apple accessories. So what is my sum range? Basically my sum range is this, my revenue. Okay, I took my sum range as revenue, I took it that way. So and then just to basically freeze it, F4 I've taken it. Then my criteria is and so my criteria range 1. Okay, so criteria range 1 is apples and accessories. So I just took that raise, apples and axes, again fixed, that's my category. I have made it that a table as. So I've just category taken as that. Then I'll just help you out on why it's coming as category here. I'll just help you on what is the criteria. Criteria is that it should be apple and accessories. Freeze that. I don't need to freeze it because I'm going to copy the same. And then again, what other category I need is my store location, because I want just for Chicago. So I'll again put a range here. Again I selected that particular range, and then F4, I freeze that because I have not made it as a table right now. I'm not made that a list. Then comma, and then what I want just one for Chicago. I just selected that. Okay, and this I can freeze because I can because I just went for this Chicago only. So and then my answer comes as 462. And again, if you want to validate it again, how will you do it? If you just Excel will not tell you a wrong thing. Just get a filter. If you just want to help you on validation of this thing, I'll just on Chicago. I just put on Chicago. Okay, and then if you just want to look for apples first, just you just want to look for apples and accessories. Here you go. So total revenue that you have got is okay. That you got was 42628. That was earlier. If you see, that was earlier already. 42628. This was the answer for Chicago. So here you go, and then you certainly can just scroll this basically, and then you can fill the whole data. So we delete this all. Okay, delete this all, and then you can just get the whole data here by just scrolling it into the next cells if you want. That's it. Similarly, so SUMIF function here we end, and then comes on some product function. Some product function also, it's a very nice one if you see. And so here is my some product function is very nice one, where you have to just product of certain two ways, and then you have to find it out. So some product function. So I have my here factory, city, and say Miami, Seller, Seattle, Berkshire, and then I have included my so to include the transportation cost. And so here, so Miami has this much, and factory setup, this is the unit cost for the shipping cost for these things. Distribution centers, these are, and then I tried to and then I fixed my unit shipped how many, and so how I have to find the total cost. So how will I do this? So I've written as C4 to F4. So what it does is, from product, what it does, it automatically takes मतलब क्या करता है, ये अपने आप ले लेता है, ये calculate क्या करता है, this will multiply with this particular cell if total things are accurate. So अगर मान लीजिए इनका rows is equal to this number of rows and this number of columns are equivalent to this, so they will automatically calculate it and then multiply it. So some product ऐसे करके आ जाएगा. So it will automatically calculate it, and then so like some product you have taken the array. So you have to farm the whole array. So array is what? Array is nothing but a combination or table of a combination of certain numbers of rows, certain number of columns. And so, but here what it requires, for some product it requires a totally equal number. If you try to do this, so say for example, it will say there's no value in that. So and then so it will be wrong. Okay. So what you have to do is, when you're putting a function as some products, okay, so it should be similar. If you just want to find out, you have two particular values that you want to multiply with each other. So the row and column should be completely same as what is there in the other hand. Okay. So it should not it should not be different so as to our answer comes out differently. So this is the sum product function, and so rest of the sum function we will give you our next lecture to find out better ways to learn Excel being a pro. Bye bye.